What is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. Driving home on my way home from work. We got a really big match on Monday Night Raw tomorrow. Jimmy Uso going up against Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion. Last week, we had Jimmy and Jay, sitting in the back of Monday Night Raw on some steps. Jay and committed another flaw in his match, and he knew time was ticking until WrestleMania, and he is not going to have room for a mistake in that match. He has to wrestle probably the most perfect match of his whole life in order to win the match at WrestleMania against Gunther. Gunther, a guy who's probably lost 5-6 times in his whole time in WWE. Guy doesn't lose much, but Jay at one point in his career had his number. I think he's had 3 matches, Saturday night's main event, Monday Night Raw, where it was damn close, but one thing led to another, and he didn't get the job done. And a lot of people are thinking after him winning the Royal Rumble, it's his time. But I think that Jimmy wanted to take one for his brother. He walked right up to Gunther, probably smacked him harder than he's ever been hit in his whole career. Slapped him right in the face, said next week they were going to have a match. No talk of it even being a championship match. I don't think Jimmy's going in there to try and win the World Heavyweight Championship. That'd be one hell of a story if it really comes down to it. That kind of like the breakup of Beer Money back in TNA, where it's just like a warm-up match before WrestleMania, but somebody just cuts in line and beats the champion, and it just happens to be when you're going to be having the match. I don't even know where this story would go from there if I was in charge. Would Jimmy have to fight Jay? Would it be a 3-way? It'd be a rematch where they just bump him out and it'd be Gunther against Jimmy. One thing lead to another. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Jimmy's not winning this match. Honestly, in my opinion, I think Jimmy might get hot right off the bat and put the beat down on Gunther and have it look like he's softening him up. But he's going to make some sort of a mistake. It's Gunther. The guy's good. And I think Gunther is going to take Jimmy to task. I think it's not going to be where he just wants to beat him in the ring 1, 2, 3. I think he's going to make an example out of Uso, and he's going to want to try to goat Jay into the ring so he can not only beat one down, but he can beat the other. But we need to see a glimmer of hope. We need to see it. They have really cooled off. Jey Uso, yes, he has beat Austin Theory. There has to be somebody. Have him, wrestle and get a win against The Miz. At least The Miz is a former 2-time champion. Show that he can beat a champion in order to do it. Sami Zayn's been an Intercontinental. Why not have him beat Sami Zayn in a match? Sami Zayn has at least beat Gunther before. And they could have done something to keep him hot. At least they got a storyline. I'll tell you that much. At least now they're doing a story of Jay doubting himself, as he falls deeper and deeper in doubt. Is that going to make him less of a wrestler, where he doesn't have the confidence to go into Monday Night Raw to win this one? I'm pumped about this match. Like I said, I don't think Jimmy's going to win it. I don't think this is going to be like some underdog story where Gunther loses the match before WrestleMania and has to be like, oh shoot, I gotta kind of redo everything. These Uso guys are good. I think it's going to be a beatdown. He's gonna try and goat Jay into the ring so he can choke him out one more time. But this needs to be where Jay, gets the advantage. Whether it was like some spring off the ropes and kicks him, knocks him down, but he's got to sort of send Gunther running, saying he doesn't want none of that, and make it look like Jay is getting his confidence back. I believe we got 3 Raws until WrestleMania. If I'm 100% sure, the 31st, the 6th, and the 13th. But we got to get something going, boys. This is going to be good. I can't wait for this match.